disappears. What we are left behind, I will draw on the other side. And the mesonephric duct remains associated with the gonad and joins with the bladder down here. And this mesonephric duct will now develop into the vas deferens. Epididymis, and structures connecting to the testes known as the efferent ducts or efferent ductules. So as we go through male and female reproductive system, I'm going to talk about structures and what they develop from. So I want you to recognize that the efferent duct, the epididymis, and the vas deferens have their origin as a mesonephric duct. Okay, I'm going to show you a little video that shows that. So I'll just put these over here under mesonephric duct to clarify. So efferent ductual, epididymis, and vas deferens, embryologically, would all be identified as the mesonephric duct. So here you can see the efferent ductules, the epididymis is going to be here, and here's the mesonephric duct. Back to the slide of the adult male reproductive, because you may not be familiar with all of these structures. Actually, let me go forward to the testis. Identify those structures for you. So here are the efferent ductules attached to the testes. Here's the epididymis, and here's the vas deferens. Okay? All developing from that mesonephric duct. Now this development requires the expression of a gene present on the Y chromosome, which is why you see the SRY versus no SRY in this image. So if the Y chromosome is present and the SRY gene is expressed, then this duct system, the mesonephric duct system, will develop, and another duct system known as the paramesonephric duct system will degenerate. If it's an XX cell, a female cell, and no Y chromosome, or it could be an XY chromosome but the SRY gene is not expressed from genetic disorders. In either case, the mesonephric duct disappears and the paramesonephric duct will appear. So the person may have testes, but they'll have a uterus and a vagina, because without the enzymes from the SRY gene expression, we maintain the female and we lose the male component. Yes?
On the second figure on the left, is the paramesonephric, that one, is that the vas deferens?
No, paramesonephric duct disappears in the male.
Okay.
So it's this one right here. It's still the mesonephric duct becomes the vas deferens. So this is in the female, mesonephric duct disappears and paramesonephric duct becomes the oviduct.
Okay. So the vas deferens, can you just?
The vas deferens would be all of, so here would be efferent duct, this would be epididymis, and then all this would be vas deferens.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Okay. All right, so let me play this video. If you're looking for it online, play for yourself. It's under urogenital development, male, or when we get to female, I'll show you the female one. It's in French, so I'm not playing the sound, but I'll show it a couple of times. Here's the mesonephros, and the paramesonephric duct is in green. You can see that here, Latin, bridges the Latin language, so. And this is just showing those filtration mechanisms of the mesonephros that are going to form the efferent ductules. So now the video will put the components back up there. We have the mesonephros, mesonephric duct, this is the bladder, and now the ureters, this is the early metanephric, that's the true kidney. That's the actual functional kidney, is a metanephros. We'll cover that, that's urinary. But there's no other organ embryologically that has three different separate, we don't have one heart and then another heart and then another heart. There's an ongoing. In the kidney we have three separate. So here's the gonad, here's the testes. Now the mesonephros is degenerating. The duct system, these would be the efferent ductules associated with the testes, and epididymis, and vas deferens coming down to join into the urethra. Okay. We'll look at it again. The blue is the degenerating female duct, the paramesonephros, which in the female, the reverse would happen. Okay, so let's play that again. I was talking when those gonads showed up. So mesonephros and mesonephric duct. Filtration structures of the first functioning kidney. And then we'll put the mesonephros back on it. Don't worry about the kidney development, we'll pick that up with a different system, but again, it's an entirely different embryonic structure. Now you can see the first testes appearing up there. And here's the paramesonephric, the blue, developing. It's going to appear and then disappear. Notice that the gonads are moving down the posterior abdominal wall. You're going to end up even lower than that. The reabsorption of the paramesonephric ducts, those will disappear, and we're left with the male structures. Yes?
So the testes, they arise from the mesonephros?
No, they're in fluids. They actually arise as part of this gonadal ridge, but separate from the mesonephros. The only part that's from the mesonephros are the efferent ducts. Okay? That's a good question. Yes. Because I don't know why we have three separate kidneys, but again, the first kidney is pronephros. That doesn't filter blood like the kidney does, but it seems to induce the formation of the mesonephros and the gonadal ridge. Then the mesonephros does function to filter blood. Why we have that filtering blood instead of the metanephros develops next. So the mesonephros disappears, and the kidney is the metanephros is the